Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Ephemeral One, and welcome back to more Valhalla. Long days at work. But we're back, and we're back with more. Last time, well, we had a falling out with the sister of Jill's ex, who apparently came to tell us that her ex had passed away. The two got into a fight, and well, Jill was sent home and was brought home just to stew. Jill is feeling down, but she really liked that cutesy game poster she saw. Buying it will prevent her from getting too distracted. For once, she has nothing to say. Four's there, but pink-haired witch flying on a broom. Jill smiled a bit at the cutesy poster. Yeah, she's feeling down. Found out that her ex-girlfriend is dead, and her little sister blames Jill. Alright. Excuse me. 66 American kid returns, challenges giant Yusuke to a title match. Ever since Giant Yusuke won the GSF belt, he's had nothing but negative response from fans. Challenger after challenger has tried to take the title away from the imposing giant, but nearly all of them were injured in the process. 66 American kids surprising the GSF world by returning to action almost 4 months earlier than expected, and then challenging Giant Yusuke to a title match on the January 4th at the Super Silver Thunderdome. This January, I'll become the champion the GSF deserves, 66 American kid proclaimed during a promotion in front of 25,000 fans in the Kokoro Hall. I wish I knew more about wrestling. Sounds exciting. New act proposes increased surveillance. We have nanomachines tracking people 24/7. However, due to the violent protests that have taken place recently, Prime Minister Quincy is now proposing a new law that will allow the government to shut down anyone with nanomachines in their bodies using a pulse signal. Many people died during the protests, and that could have been avoided if we had more control over the masses, Quincy said during a parliament meeting. We have the technology to simply shut down lawbreakers. It's a non-lethal way to end any kind of conflict, and it's common sense to use it at this point. When asked about the possible negative consequences, Quincy refused to make further comments. 4. More nanomachines? It's all a smokescreen to divert attention. Kira Miki encore concert announced. Fans of the famous cyber idol Kira Miki are in for a huge party, all thanks to the announcement of a second concert in Glitch City's Silver Thunder Superdome. I'm so excited to extend my visit, declared the cyber idol during an interview. Tickets are now up for sale and expected to disappear in a matter of minutes, so be quick to secure the best spots. You can get the tickets from the following retailers: Ticket Lord or Idol Hell. Good for her. So, it's not all horrible, but we can click Jill and she gets sleepy. Alright. Well, last thing we can do, head to work. Thursday, December 22nd. Good evening. Are you okay? I feel like shit. You sure you should come in then? You're in all right to stay at home. I have to come. I threw away everything I had in my life to be here. People I loved were pushed aside just so I could enjoy my freedom of being here. My stupid freedom. So I will come here until I die, even after the bar closes, until my hair falls out. You're the one who looks like she's about to fall apart. Your eyes are red and swollen. Yeah, well, your hair is hairy. Yes, it is. Who's the dipshit that changed the order of the glasses? It was me. I was the one washing dishes yesterday, remember? Oh, yeah. I was too busy staring at my crumbling life and all that. Why don't you go home, Jill? You're in no position to deal with people right now. Go home. Rest a bit. My ex-girlfriend, died, and I wasn't there to see her one last time. All because of a fight I spent all these years regretting and wishing to, but never actually apologizing for. My decision to assert my freedom and grab a hold of my life led me to this. A bartender strapped for cash that distanced herself from her loved ones for no other reason than selfishness. So I won't fucking leave. I threw away all of that to be here, so I will stay. This is what I wanted. This is why I left all that behind. This is why... See? You're starting to sound like a broken record. Oh, leave her be. I'd rather have her here than to be alone in her apartment. How are you feeling, Jill? I feel like a shit-eating piece of shit. I'm the lowest of any possible life form you might find. Nanobes look down on me to me disgust, knowing they're far superior. You're spirited, that's good. Where's the mutt? Working with Sierra. At Sierra? I know what I said. In any case, let Jill process her anger. It's perfectly normal to feel that way. And here, she's surrounded by people that care about her. That's a lot better than leaving her to fend for herself. I mean, as smart as Four might be, he's still just a cat. And why not have Jill stay but not serve anyone today? What part of I won't leave didn't you understand? I didn't leave everyone behind to just sit and do nothing. Fine, fine. What do we do if she lashes out at the client? That's why you're here, Gillian Pliskin. Who? Hey, Jill. What? I'll be in my office, but if you need a break or a hug, just tell me. All right. So appropriate music for... Where do I go with here? Will you remember me? Those who dwell in shadows. Snowfall. Reminiscence seems appropriate. Carmetrine Dream. Out of Orbit. Out of Orbit. The Underground Club. Tense. Glitch City. And another Snowfall. Follow the Trail. Okay. Oh, you already put on music. This is going to be an interesting day. The Hall of Heroes keeps shining, brimming with the... Do I smell tacos? Wait, it's outside. Never mind. Oh, hell no. We meet again, bartender. Virgilio, what can I get you? Today, the luminous pollution on the streets makes it seem almost like a starry sky. And when I think about stars, I think about celebrities. Celebrities are fishy, and my favorite fish is the octopus. So I want something octopus-like. Aren't you gonna do that weird bartending thing? I'm waiting for you to order like a decent human being. I'm not following. Spell out your order like you're a human who is not in need of medical help. Fine then. I want a sparkle star. SPARR. Star. Sparkle star for the... Oh yeah, she is not having any of his shit today, and this is going to be fun. A big one and load it down. Aged and mixed. See, was it that hard? Have you tried to spell under pressure? You look angry, spelling bartender. Are you having that time of the month or something? No, I'm just filled with ridiculous amounts of anger, pain, self-hate, and... On second thought, you're not far from the truth, I guess. I get those too, you know, periods. You do? Yes, last month I finally got over my renaissance and moved on to my enlightenment. And here I was thinking you'd get to say something serious for once. Are you implying I'm not serious? Glaring holes through me will do nothing. I'm glare immune. But if you allow me to give you a sincere piece of advice... Whatever. It's not like it'll help. You shouldn't kick yourself so much. If you keep it up, any chance of finally forgiving yourself will someday be gone. Self-hate will leave you with a hole that will never heal. So please take measures against it, instead of sulking so much. I'll be damned. That actually sounded half sensible. And here I was thinking you were just a pompous lunatic. Hey, pompous lunatics have stories too. Really? What story? I would rather not tell. Figures. You want anything else? Have you ever seen how the... bad touch. Bad touch. Whatever. Wow. She didn't even giggle, so she... Yeah. Yeah, it's clear. This'll be a long day. She's really... But it's more than understandable, honestly. On the rocks and mixed. Here. Yeah, I guess this is the one. Maybe he's right, and I shouldn't be so hard on myself. Even though I deserve every second of it. If only I'd apologized earlier, I might not be feeling this way right now. If only I can't even remember what helped me from apologizing all these years. Bartender, you're making lots of faces there. Pride? Fear? What kept me from going out and apologizing to Lenore? I can't even fucking remember what feeling kept me from fixing this whole situation. Can't I at least find solace in whatever feeling it was that brought me to this situation? Great. Now I'm feeling even worse thanks to not being able to muster whatever feeling helped me. Is she okay? No, but just leave her be for now. Hey, Jill. Oh, thank God. A normal person. What? A mummy? No, I don't have kids. Still more normal than this twat. How are you feeling, Say? My bones are still broken, but at least the cuts are healing nicely. Thank God I'm not someone that scars easily. I mean, wounds don't leave me marks. It'd be a problem if I couldn't get scar tissue. Oh, what happened to you? Fell off at 2.5 stories into some trash and rubble. You look better, though. Last time you came, you looked like you were about to collapse emotionally. I guess. You're the one who looks like it now, though. How do I put it? It's like when I called you your full name, but magnified. Yeah, don't mind me too much. I'm in a bad mood. Anything I can do? Please forgive me if I suddenly lash out at you or anyone else. Do you want something? My tongue's not so sensitive today, so let's have a beer. And you? Such a change in tone. I'm fine, I don't need anything. Alright. A beer. Alright. Mixed. Oop. Screwed something up, hang on. 2 Adelheid. 4 Bronson. 2 Powder Delta. 4 Flanagride. There we go. Here. Yay! Let's see if there are any differences from the canned ones. And? This one tastes less watered down. So did something happen to you? I'm fine. Nothing's happened to me. People who are fine don't act like that. Oh, I get it. You're in those days. When it's that time of the month, I get a bit sulky. No, I'm not on my period. No? I'm dealing with the loss of someone, okay? Oh! Sorry. Don't worry. Maybe I shouldn't have come today after all. No, maybe? Ah! Are you alright? I'm trying to find something to say. Making a joke would be tasteless, and I can't say everything will be alright without sounding cheap. I'm at a loss of what to do here. Sorry. Want to hear something weird? I was exactly like that when Stella came here on Monday talking about you. Oh. Well, ladies, I'm leaving. Virgilio? Yeah? Yeah. You were just sitting with a Valkyrie. Really? Splendid! This'll make a good entry in my poems blog. I'd feel bad about the way I treated him today, if not for the fact that he was being cryptic with his orders for no good reason. Like Stella when she first came me? Yes. No, I mean... You could have given him a free beer or something and apologized. Yeah, I just keep messing things up with people. But you know, he seemed familiar. Familiar? Yeah, I can't put my finger on it though. I just feel like I've seen him somewhere. Well, it might just be that he looks like someone from an ad or something. So what brings you here? I wanted to come with Stella, so I'm waiting for her. Why here? To be with you, of course. That reminds me, how did Stella react when you arrived? She slapped me real hard. It hurt. She said, that's for making me worried and not listening to me. And then she became happy. Can I ask whose loss you're dealing with? You shouldn't be bothered with it. Just pretend I'm in a bad mood and call it a day. Oh, okay. You really want to know, huh? I can't help it. I don't like seeing people sad. I just need to know context, not details. Someone to whom I said some mean thing to passed away before I could ever see her again. Does that work? Yeah, sorry. Knowing I can't do anything helps me calm down, but I mean, it's not it's not that I wouldn't help. I just calm down. I get it. I can't contain myself when I see people in need. But I've learned that there are times when you just can't do anything, and that's kind of fine. Thank God I learned that. Otherwise, I would have gone insane ages ago. You're a good person, Say. Nah, I'm just an annoying girl. Still, if there's anything I can do to help, let me know. I have broken bones, but that doesn't mean I can't offer emotional support. You could always order another drink. Oh yeah, that! Let's do that! Get me something cold, please. Alright. Something with ice. Um... Let's see. On the rocks and blended. Bitter, girly, soft. I don't know, I think she prefers sweet. Moonblast. Alright. Powder Delta. And 4 Karma Tree. All on the ice and blended. So let it shake for a good little while. Here. It's pretty cold outside though. Yeah, but I don't like hot or warm drinks. They make me feel nauseous. You know what cheers me up? What? Singing. Hearing people sing helps too. Do you sing? I mean, did you take singing lessons or something? Nope. People have told me my voice is pretty nasty, actually. But they've also told me I'm good with a harmonica. So you play the harmonica. I need something to do some breathing exercises with, and the harmonica is a lot smaller than a tuba. And I guess if you practice enough, you can become decent. You know, that's something I didn't expect. I hear that a lot. I don't know what... I know I don't look the musical type. I used to play the violin, right up until I was 16 or so. Really? Can you still play? The violin's at my mom's house, so I don't have it with me. But I guess I could. It's one of those things you don't forget easily. Why'd you stop? I don't know. One day I just felt like stopping. No deep reason behind it. Just like me and cooking. That and almost burning my place up. When's Stella coming? Now that you mention it, she's a bit late. Let me call her. You do that. I'm gonna take my break. Tell Gil if you need anything else, alright? Sure! Yeah. It is good. And like the boss said, at least Jill's surrounded by people who truly care about her. It is now safe to keep playing. Stella and Say make me a bit jealous. Back. Looks like you've calmed down. I still feel like kicking myself, make no mistake. But I guess I cooled down a bit. Say helped a lot with that one, though. I can't stay mad when I'm see her. Speaking of which, where is she? I believe she went outside to look for that Stella girl or something. The way you are, I'd know. It feels like I should be protecting you. Hey, the only thing hindering me is the broken arm. I've gone into burning buildings with a 2-centimeter deep cut. Yes, I remember that one. 1 millimeter more and you would have lost the motor function in your arm. Welcome. Ah, hello, Jill. What's this about protecting who? Yeah, I'm sorta like Stella's unofficial bodyguard, but I'm not really fit for such duties right now. My father insists I go everywhere with protection, so most of the time I only ask Say if she feels like going out. She's trained to deal with the kind of things bodyguards deal with anyway. And she's more fun to hang around with, too. So I'm assuming that the gorilla outside is a bodyguard. That's Buster. Pretty cool guy. He played football professionally until he lost his leg in a demolition derby. We've offered him an implant surgery for all his years of service, but he rejects it every time. Well, he got used to the replacement he's using, so maybe it's for the best. It's a thick oak branch on a metal bowl tied to his stump. And yet he can run fast, still run faster than me with it. True. Do you want something? I'm fine right now. A brandini. A big one. I'm in a good mood. One big brandini for Stella. And like they say, when you're in a good mood, enjoy it. Aged and mixed. Here. After all these years, I still don't get why the finest and most expensive things come in small packages. Ever tried to go to a restaurant that only for them to serve at you a really small portion of some fine food? Sometimes you just want to stuff yourself with really cheap food. Say, let's go for some hamburgers later. I'm not taking no for an answer. I know what you mean when you say some, you know. You might as well call the place and tell them to prepare everything in advance. Can I ask you two something? Sure, I guess. How did you two meet? Stella showed up in the park I used to play at when I was a kid. We played a couple of times, she started showing up more and more, and that was it. My father told me that when I was 5, I kept insisting on going to a real kids' park. We drove for some time, and the park I liked was the one Say happened to be at. Have you ever seen a girl in a dress go to a muddy park? She learned her lesson and started showing up with more fitting clothes. But man, that's a scene I can't forget. So you two have known each other for most of your lives. I've known her longer than I've known my own father. Why the question? No reason. You two just look so comfortable with each other. Any other person could have sworn you were an item. An item? What kind of item? A couple, say. Oh, I get it now. It's funny because we actually earned a mock prize of sorts for the best couple at Stella's high school. 3 years in a row. So you two didn't go to the same high school? Nope. Oh. Don't you have any childhood friends, Jill? Childhood friends. Can't think of any. My grandpa, I guess. What kind of man was he? Gruff. The kind to eat raw Bronson roots every morning. But around me, he was different. I have memories of him barking orders to my dad, only to turn around and play with me gently. It's interesting, though. He was my mom's dad, but after my mom and dad separated, he stayed with my dad. But yeah, he's the one that comes to mind when I think about childhood friends. Ooh! Hey Jill, what's this Bloom Light? A spicy drink. Tastes nice at first, but it gets samey after a while. It's also brown for some reason. Give me one of those, please. Oh, I'll have one too. On it. 2 bloom lights for the girls. Interesting. It's so unnecessarily brown. Yeah, might as well. Actually, I think it's a big by default. Nope, my math's off. Yep, no, we can double it. Reset. Okay. And 6 carpentry. Age, on the rocks, and mixed. Still, glad to see Say's in relatively high spirits, considering the horrors she probably saw inside the Oh, screwed up something. It's honestly, I mean, you would have thought they were. Okay, what did I screw up? 8 Adelhyde, 2 Powder Delta, 4, 6. So the. Oh, aged! I forgot to age it. I got the proportions right, so that's not it. Yeah. What can I say? Oh, aged, on the rocks, and mixed. Here. I don't know. I kind of like it. Yeah, but after the 3rd one, it starts tasting like sand. Spicy sand, but sand nonetheless. Who's dimming the light? I guess she had too much before I came. Well, that and that she must still be tired. From the whole bank thing, right? She told me about everything that happened in there. To be honest, I don't think I would have made it in her place. I guess I should be thankful the nanomachine treatment she went through as a White Knight. Treatment? Trauma suppressors. Basically, it helps with the healing process of PTSD. It's mandatory for every White Knight, regardless of division. Oh. Still, healing can only do so much. For 3 days, that bank was hell, and poor Say is still paying for it. The disbanding of the White Knights and the subsequent persecution of those who were identified as former members. It's unfair, you know, among all the people using the White Knights to further their goals. Say was one of the few that actually believed in what they were supposed to do. It paid off, though. The doctor who treated her wounds was the same one she's always assisted with accidents and emergencies. He treated her at no cost whatsoever. Well, good karma and all that. She's earned the gods' favor, I think. But you know, all of that made me realize I might be a bad person. How? When I saw Say wounded, asking for help, a part of me was happy. After all that time needing her, she finally needed me. I felt truly useful to her for the first time. How sad is that? Sometimes the best help one can provide is to stay alive. Who knows, maybe it was the idea of coming back to you that helped her. And I guess you wouldn't be human without thoughts like those once in a while. Maybe. Can I get you anything else? I'm good. I should be leaving, actually. Come Say, let's get hamburgers and go home. Yeah. We'll be leaving now. Thank you. Please come again. Feeling better? No, I just don't reek of rage. But I still feel like a piece of shit. Little steps, I guess. Hello? Ah, Kim, welcome. I was afraid I'd mix up directions and end up in someone's house or something. What can I get you? I'll have a sunshine cloud, please. Sure. Yeah. Lots of drinks tonight. Bronson extract. And on the rocks. And blended. And lots of Karmatrine. Yeah, Jill's starting. These people are helping her out. Here. Thanks. So how's work on the web paper? Oh, I quit. What? Yep, I went to the office of that chauvinistic horseblower and I told him I quit. Why'd you do that? Well, after I got drunk and overslept, I missed some assignments. My supervisor yelled at me for being late. I got the mandatory bullying. So at some point I kinda just snapped and said I didn't have to put up with that. So I quit. I see. Sorry about that, by the way. Oh, don't worry. I should be the one apologizing. Lashing out like that the next day and all. Don't you have any second thoughts? Regret anything? I guess you'll always have second thoughts. Even if you do what you want, you'll still think, what if? Even so, I was getting physically sick there. I dread the arrival of every morning. I even almost... What I'm saying is I don't know what I'll do, but it's certainly better than being there. I feel free. Free. It's a wonderful feeling, you know? I feel like now I can find something I care about. I won't return to the augmented eye, but I could still pursue journalism with another outlet. I haven't felt like this in, well, never. What about your family? They weren't happy, that's for sure. My dad took it better, but my mom freaked out, to put it mildly. What are you gonna do and all that? But I'm not here about that. Give me a big drink, please. What kind? I don't know, bubbly or something. Big and bubbly. There we are. Let's see, beer, nah, frothy water? Classic blend. Yeah, let's give her a fringe weaver. And then... Yep. All aged and mixed. Here. If detergent commercials are to be believed, this'll clean out my insides. It'll also kill things inside you. I gotta ask though, how did you end up working there? Oh, no deep reason. That's what I did when I got out of high school. Taking a year off was out of the question, so I went for the first thing I thought about. But I couldn't get into the robotics course, so I settled for journalism. To be honest, I got tired of the job midway through it, but I couldn't bring myself to leave. Too much pressure from my family. It's a really common tale, I suppose. Did you have troubles like those? Same story as you. I just went through the motions. From high school to college, I never stopped to think about what I was doing. And then, at some point, I just felt like my life slipped through my fingers. Suddenly, all I wanted was freedom, a little pause to stop and take a breather. And my life went to hell for that fucking breather. Give me something. Something? Sorry, I have a dry mouth. Anything will do. Alright. Dry mouth. So something not dry. Yeah, let's go with a blue fairy. Yeah, let's make it a dangerous blue fairy. Aged and mixed. Here. Thanks. I feel like I asked something I shouldn't have. Don't fret about it. I'm just in a rough spot right now. What are you gonna do now? Honestly, I don't know. I do feel liberated, however. Like, I can do whatever I want, study whatever I like, work wherever I want. I know it's not that way, and it won't be easy, but I feel a lot more confident than when I was out of high school. I honestly don't get why they put young people who barely know how society works through that one. Well, I wish you the best of luck. Your mental health should be your priority and all that. Thanks, I really needed the encouragement. Come back if you need more encouragement. I wouldn't dare leave someone alone when it comes to this sort of thing. Thanks, bye Jill. Please come again. You should take some of that advice for yourself. I know. Well, let's call it a day for now. You need some rest. Yeah. Honey! Dorothy, sorry, we're just closing. I know, I came for you! For me? Why are you hugging me? I paid her to do that. All night long. Come again? To put it simply, Dorothy will go home with you and she won't leave your side. What do you hope to accomplish with that? Well, at first it was to calm that rage you had earlier. It was either hugs or a cold bucket, and I don't promise there'll be any water in it. You calm down a bit, but honestly, I know better than to leave you alone for another night. At the very least, all the cuddling will give you an epiphany or something. That's some alien reasoning right there. It's not. You need hugs. Many. You need some human or humanoid contact right now. You had your alone time, now we're playing by my rules. Please take care of me. Okay. No mistakes. Nice. Treat yourself. Buy something nice for you and Dorothy. Alright, the 24th, it's the 23rd, and we're still a little... Jill wants to get the holiday mood. Buying a mega Christmas tree will prevent her from getting distracted. Who is that Lilum? A very good friend. Alright, let's go shopping. Christmas tree. Alright. And we need 8,000. So we need 1,800 at least out of today. Oh boy, this is going to get tight, isn't it? Well, we'll see. Alright. Let's check the website first. Monster Girlfriend Chirari. I can't stop playing this game. Gorgeous graphics, innovative, addictive battle system, fun dating minigames, cute girls, stat fucking music. Is this the GOAT? Greatest of all time. Dunno, do you like the GOAT girl? I'm going to marry a goat. It's an alright game, 8 out of 10 at most. Shit game. No, it's a shitty game for idiot waifu bots like you. I wish this waifu equals bad game meme would die. It's stupid game pandering to idiots. What's there to discuss? Are we being raided by normies? Normies, fuck off. Fun things are fun. You're not allowed to have fun with video games. This thread is closed. Sounds fun. It's for nerds. Sorry, Jill, you fall under that purview. Alright, so Quincy studies the possibility of allowing imports. Glitch City is one of the few places on Earth that's strictly self-sufficient with an import rate of only 0.8%. However, that might change due to recent shortages across the city. Prime Minister Quincy revealed this morning that the government plans to have a more relaxed policy for importers. We won't lift the currency control, but we can provide them a foreign currency at a low fixed rate. That way we can secure essential items at affordable prices. Some experts say that the private companies are no longer working at full capacity, which is unsurprising news given that Quincy's government has seized most of them, resulting in the shortage of the crisis in the first place. Okay, is Kiramiki the biggest pop idol in history? The world at large is still coming to terms with the idea of the Lilim being so quickly integrated into our society. Some say that they can't be treated as humans because they're immortal, and as such cannot really understand what it's like to be alive. But most of the Kiramiki fandom would disagree. Antim Lilim people are insane. To me, Miki knows more about life than I do, and I'm older than this damn city, Richard Show, 55, told the Augmented Eye during a fan gathering. I'm with Richard, added Nacho, 6. I may be a dog, but I'm utterly fascinated with the way she writes about things in her blog. She's impressed by everything, and nobody really knows what life's about anyway. Nacho? Dog? Yeah, we met this dog. Lilim receiving mysterious messages. Halloween was back in October, but this terrifying tale didn't become popular until now. Reports say that Lilim across the city have been receiving strange transmissions with messages that are confusing at best and threatening at worst. The contents are not clear, as most Lilim can't remember what exactly they heard. But the most mysterious thing of all is perhaps the fact that the Lilim could not record any of these messages while they were broadcasted. It was almost as if something had blocked the Lilim from doing so. While we have nothing but anecdotal proof, even among our own Lilim, the mystery behind these messages is one we should be paying attention to. Spooky. Or a bluff. Alright. So, let's go to work and try and make it clean. Let's try and make them money. Good evening. Ah, hey. How are you feeling? A little more soft and warm. Come again? You heard me. So on a scale of steaming pile of shit to just sad, where are you? A sad pile of shit? I still hate myself. I'm still sad as hell, but how to put it? The noise stopped. I don't know if I explained myself. Sorta. Kinda. So, how were things last night? Cozy, I must admit. I can't believe you paid Dorothy for that. Well, if you want to call that payment, I guess. I called Dorothy to tell her what happened to you, and she was really concerned. She stuttered for a second, saying that she had the whole night to go, and she couldn't leave just for free. I asked her how much, and she said, enough to pay for this soda I'm having is fine. How did you get her number? I have contacts. Right. Anyway, Jill, if you need a second break, a drink, or a hug, just let me know, you hear? Thanks. I'd make you the same offer, but I'm guessing hugs from me are the last things you want. If you need a bartender, let me know, though. Nice to know. Anyways, we have work to do. I think we did pretty good. Yeah, and I do hope someone eventually watches this and gets to enjoy this, or discovers this game for themselves and wants to play it through. I don't know. This is a fun game and one I absolutely adore and wanted to share. I am a little sad I'm not getting many viewers, but, well, maybe that'll come with time. Anyway. Time to mix drinks and change lives. It's nice to hear that again. Did you say something? Did I? Welcome to Baja. Oh, it's you guys. Hey, be more respectful. I brought my boss here. Aren't you a part-timer here or something? My other boss. You're talking to the great Nacho Tumbleweed Jr. Boss, I'm taking my break. I know what I said earlier, but you haven't even started yet. Shit. So what brings you here today? I wanted to see the place my best soldier is working at. Soldier? Wait, aren't you the dog I served last Monday? Oh, it's you, Dana. Soldier, why didn't you tell me you were working for Dana? No, that's not Dana. That's just Jay. So I guess you're part of this whole Sierra thing. Part of it? I founded it. Humans have the best intentions, but they just don't get us. So I decided to create a place where dogs can be dogs. Here we can take in any dog without a place in this world. We created our own heaven on earth. And do you take corgis only? Do I look like one of those Safar bitches? Of course not. I'd include other animals, but sadly I can only take care of those who are the same species as I. Sad thing is, I'd take him more seriously, but it's a talking corgi with an eye patch. Will you get anything? I'm fine. What about you, boss? Manly stuff. You sure? Did I stutter? Alright. A manly drink for the dog. Maybe I should just give him something bitter. Manly drinks. Let's go. Okay, grab a spike. And as ever, looking to get everyone piss drunk. And blended, so it just takes a moment. Here. Ah, yes, this is just what I wanted. Blech, that tastes worse than my own butt. Hey, you asked for it. This is a really nice place, you know. You picked a good place to work at, soldier. Thanks. Does he really get paid? Your efforts to keep Sarah afloat will not go to waste. We'll make her better than better. I mean, we're pretty much on the verge of closing. Can Boss really afford that? We have more urgent matters at hand, though. Like the fact we don't have enough balls for everyone. Can't they just share the ones they have? You fool, every dog has a right to have his own ball. If we can't provide even that, then what's the point of even trying? Wait, don't tell me she just doesn't give a fuck and is spending all of her money like water. I mean, well, with the bar closing and all that. But many have enjoyed the boxes more than they do the balls. That's a good point. What do you think is cheaper? A box of balls or a box of boxes? Are there boxes of boxes? Of course there are. How do you think they ship boxes? Tied together? Tied together? Don't be silly. Unless she's paying him straight from her pocket, Boss is that kind of woman. This world is filled with all sort of recursive madness, you know? Doctors consult doctors, boxes and boxes, bottles come in bottles. Oh, as expected from you, boss. Wait, that theory only works assuming she's actually paying him with money. For all I know, she might be paying him with steaks. So tomorrow you're gonna check for people selling boxes, you hear? Sir, yes, sir! Except to the boss, a good steak is more valuable than money. Wait, what if they come with foil? Rosenstrauss had to be taken to the vet because he ate foil in a piece of cheese that came in. Curses, you're right. We need a contingency plan. Besides, boss is not one to scam people, let alone a dog. I wonder if we can strike a deal with that vet those Safar bastards have. She's always so nice to us. I know, her smile is so cute too. So it's better that we vet for a vet? Yes, put that on the list. Ah, Nacho. Oh yeah, I forgot she knew the dog. Are you staying for a while? I was just passing by. I've got some errands to run. Great. Gil can go with you. I can? You will? I'll still get paid for today, right? That depends on Nacho's evaluation. Alright, Greenhorn, let's get going! Oh, I'm paying him anyways. By the way, just wanted to mess around with him. No, that's not the problem here. Why make him do that? Gil looked like he needed to take a good break, and he's the kind to just not accept such a thing. But with Nacho, he'd have something to do, and he'd be away from the bar for a bit. When you put it that way. Anyway, I'm going back to my office. Your boss sure is nice. Glad I'm working with her too. Yeah. So, you having anything? Actually, I'm just gonna go sit over there and be on standby. Await orders. Okay. Shit, I missed my chance to ask how or if he even gets paid with money. Oh man, I sure need to get wasted. I fail to see how getting wasted will make you fear Sheba! For fuck's sake, you piece of scrap, we just got out of a building full of dogs. But this one has a Hawaiian shirt and glasses. Hey there, robot. And he talks! Welcome to Valhalla. Hey, Jill. Give me a beer, will you? Gotcha. Deal need anything? Okay, roll. Sir, yes, sir. So cute. He's fine. Just a beer, then. Friday after work isn't just a beer, though. It's the beer. Can't argue with that. Beer for Betty. Could make it a big for the heck of it. Indeed. And what did I screw up? Oh. There we go. 2 Bronson. Oh, forgot an Adelheid. There we go. Here, let's make it special. Yeah! Cheers! Hey, Jill, do you like beer? The amount of beer cans in my apartment is becoming a problem, actually. I had this friend back in high school who made some pretty nice crafts with them. I'm still in contact with him if you're interested. No thanks. The last thing I need right now is more crap taking up space. So how are things up at the Dogtown? Well, that Laura girl is stirring things up, for better or for worse. For worse? She's, like a rabbit? An overtly politically correct rabbit. Rabbits. Never had a pet rabbit? They're a nervous mess that gets startled over the littlest of things. And this girl is on the constant lookout, scared of saying something that might irk someone. It doesn't have to be the person she's speaking with, even. It's no problem in the company, but the other day we went out together and holy shit. Poor girl can't speak properly. She pauses every sentence to make sure she doesn't say something offensive. She's a nice girl and it's sweet that she tries so hard not to offend anyone. But seriously, she tries too hard. You don't help either. You randomly yell, "What did you say?" whenever she's within earshot distance. Yeah, well, it's just that she looks so cute when she's startled. Like a rabbit. It raises up the question of whether she's really like that, or if you're the one making her wary of anything she says. Sorry? Well, why don't we test that? How? You go out with her. Why? To test if it's really me who makes her like that. It's not like you can say no, you know. I mean, it's my honor that's on the line here. I want to prove you're only talking shit about me. Even if you were right, you have quite the fixation on this girl. She's fun! Fun how? She actually reacts when I tease her. You take it in your stride, but she actually gets startled, squirms, and then gets uncomfortable. How is that any good? She's cute and her reactions are cute. But if you keep it up, she'll either leave or get used to you. You know, like me. Shit. You're right. I must save my teasing for when the moment is just right then. No, that's not the problem. It is for me. And what are you doing here? What about the dog? Yeah, he said he had to go out. And by the way, he said his name was... Say, this Laura girl, do you guys get along? I wouldn't know. We get along as co-workers at the very least. What kind of girl is she, aside from the whole politically correct rabbit thing? Slow. She's the kind that does things so carefully that she does them really, really slowly. Really, really slowly. I can't deny that when she actually finishes stuff, she does a great job, but it's unnerving. She doesn't actually have to be with us in the building, though. She's more like a freelancer. Why is she there, then? Because she likes dogs. And that's why I insist that you two would make a fine couple. That's a really superficial statement. It's like saying you'd be fine with someone because you're both women. Okay, bad example. May I say something? By all means. If that Laura girl really is as bland as you claim her to be, wouldn't she be better off with a more assertive person? A more assertive partner. Yo, piece of scrap, she's totally calling you a pussy. She's right, though. Sharing interests and being compatible are two totally different things. But then you'd be underestimating the power of love. Whether you want to admit it or not, love changes people for better or for worse. Who knows, maybe you'll become more assertive after spending time with her. Or she'll drive me nuts. I guess that's a possibility too. Still, why are you so insistent on me and her getting together? Because she's like a cute rabbit. So someone might try to eat her out there. It'd be a lot easier to keep her in my sight. So in short, your motherly instincts arose because of Laura. Why not see if she likes you? And you already tried to hit on her, didn't you? You make me sound like some sort of skirt chaser. She's not into girls. How did you find out? I asked her directly. Of course you did. She seemed, giddy afterwards, though. I heard her muttering something about meeting her first lesbian. It was weird. Okay, enough lore for one night. That... Refrain from using any "that's what you said last night" jokes or variations thereof. Please. Party pooper. Let's get a drink then. Sounds good. I'll have a Bloom Light, please. Give me a Fringe Weaver. Alright. Bloom Light and a Fringe Weaver, nice and easy. Let's double it. And all that Karmatrine. Aged, on the rocks, and only mixed. Okay, that was the Bloom Light, so now we need the Fringe Weaver. Oh, right. Pistons of Karmatrine. Aged and mixed. Here you go. I wonder why it's called a Bloom Light. Seems it was first developed at some video game event. The creator said something about making the attendees feel like their customers do. Said attendees were, of course, part of some big games company. Seems that the company always used too much bloom lighting so the bartender there literally made them drink all the bloom. Oh, so it's not called that because it glows in the dark? Not this one, no. Come to think of it, did you ever change because of a relationship, Joe? In more ways than one, I guess. Would you say it was for better or for worse? I guess for the better? I'm too thick-headed to develop any new bad habits. Although thanks to my first boyfriend, I did pick up a very annoying habit of correcting people's grammar on the fly. Pretty annoying when I think back to it. Oh, so you were one of those kinds of people. As for me, sometimes I think I became, what's the word? Cynical, jaded, bitter, tired of the crap this world and everyone in it throws on a daily basis. Hey, I'm just quoting you. yeah. I think I became all of that because of this one girlfriend I had in college. She got me into the whole activism thing in the first place. How was that bad? We'd all go and protest. We'd start all kinds of movements to see things changed. I really got into the whole thing. But whenever I wanted to get more serious, I'd find myself coming up against a wall. That wall is an analogy for the fact that not everyone was willing to go that far. I found out pretty fast that most of them were in the whole thing because of some shitty fad. And not because they actually believed in whatever movement they were championing. So I moved from group to group, only to find people who were in it because of a fad. And when they were not into it because of a passing fad, they were of the dangerous extremist kind. My tolerance for people's shit was greatly diminished after all that. So it wasn't the person you had a relationship with, but rather other people. You seriously never thought about it that way? You need to stop putting the blame for what you do on past relationships. Whatever. Where's the other guy, by the way? He had to escort one of the dogs outside. Figures. Oh yeah, the one that was here asked if you were the nice vet lady that works at the Safar Toy Company. I suppose he's interested in talking to you or something. Why didn't he do it then? I don't know. You've been doing a few jobs on the side, haven't you? The pay from the dogs isn't enough to keep up with the mounting debts. I don't know how you do it. It's honestly hard to believe you dogs pay you at all. But this is coming from someone working at a place that pays a dog for doing fuck all. Or at least I think we're paying him. I'm not completely certain we do. Well, you get anything else? Well, we're fine, but we have to get up early tomorrow, and by we, I really mean her. She got invited to a picnic, and I won't stand to hear another had to go to a picnic with a hangover story. Fine. Let's go then. See you, Jill. Bye. Please come again. Man, you're such a party pooper. You'll be the party pooper tomorrow if you keep drinking. Boss, I'm gonna take a break. Call me if someone comes. Alright. So we made it through halfway through the 23rd. Alright. Let's push on. Try and at least get through the back half. No dogs in sight. Okay then, back to work. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hey there, Alma. She seems down. Maybe there's something I can give her to cheer her up? I believe she likes the Piano Man. Let's try to cheer her up. She might like classy drinks. It's been a little bit, so unfortunately I don't remember Alma's. I want to say Piano Man? Yeah, we'll go with... either that or... give her a bad touch. I truly don't remember what her favorite drink is, so we'll just go with the classy. Aged and mixed. Hey! And what's this? It's on me. Drink, so at least you change your expression. Why not... Hang on. Why not just say you're worried about me? You got the message anyway, didn't you? So, how is it? Well, it has alcohol, and I'm in a bar, so good enough, I guess. I got you to speak. That's all I wanted. What, you're going to jinx me or something? No, but you being down and silent is uncanny. You're making it sound like I'm some sort of windbag. You know what I mean. Yeah, I do. Thanks. So, why are you deflating? Deflating? When I got sad and started sighing repeatedly, my grandpa would warn me that I would start deflating like an old tire if I kept it up. So, what is it? Was it this news about the people dressing in bunny suits after the whole Alice Rabbit boom? Nah, that is old news. I mean, it is a problem, but such a thing would only annoy me. Say, Jill, how's your mood right now? I want to ruin it by blowing off all my stored steam. Silly Alma. I've been feeling like other shit the last couple of days. You can't make me feel worse. So go ahead, unwind all your worries on me. Don't say I didn't warn you. Okay, so remember my sister, Diana. The one who had separated from her husband and forgot her kids while fucking her way around or something, right? Perfect summary. I'll use it next time. I didn't tell you the whole story then, more specifically, that she threw her husband out after months of abuse. Oh. However, that woman is incapable of getting a job and maintaining herself. And I mean that. She never even thinks about selling some stuff or trying to earn her bread. She just expects a guy to do all that for her. I have no idea why she turned out like that. Both my mom and dad were hard workers. They even started a small shop to have something to do after retirement. So what does this fully capable woman do after a couple of weeks later? Why, bring her abusive husband back, of course. What? Yeah, and the guy has spent a couple of days with her before leaving her again. He had a nice couple of hot, steamy nights and then left. Well... you reacted like my little brother and sister after hearing that. But the story doesn't end there. Oh no. So she's broke and can't even get enough for a bus, even though she'd probably be glad to sell her ass just to get money. And it was up to me to pick her up. For the last couple of days, she left her kids with my parents. And being such sweet angels, they've made a mess out of the whole place. Bernardo and Eva are actually staying with me a couple of days to give them some peace. It doesn't help that I never got along with Diana. So we're in the car and she asks how her kids are. And of course, after all the built-up tension, I just exploded. First, I start ranting about how her kids are growing up seeing some messed up stuff. I start scolding her about not taking responsibility, about not taking proper care of her children. I tell her that she's in no place to have all those escapades. And after all that, she just says, "What the hell do you know? You don't have any kids." Yeah, you slutty skank, I don't have kids, but I'm not broke just because I refuse to take a job. I don't have kids, but I'm not leaving them in the first barely familiar house I find. I don't have kids, but I'm not letting the guy that hit me on a regular basis back into my bed. I don't have kids, but I pretty much raised Eva and Bernardo, and they've turned out pretty damn well. I don't have any kids, but I'm not a cheap whore! Ah! Damn. I don't know what to say. There's nothing to say. I love my family, and I put them above all else. But Diana is seriously pushing the boundaries of what I can allow. Any way I can help? You just did. Eh? I know who I'm dealing with. I'm not one to let stuff like that get to me. I'm still angry as hell, though, and I couldn't just discuss this with any of my family members. I can't tell my mom, "Your daughter is a slut." I just needed to get all of this off my chest, you know? Well, from what I can see, there's still a lot more to get off your chest. It's swollen as fuck. Nah, all you see here is filled with love and dreams. Is everyone in your family as busty as you? The worst offender is my dad, actually. Kidding. I guess the only one that didn't get the big boobs was Eva. She insists on getting surgery or genetic treatment, but I tell her she's fine the way she is. These can actually be more of a hassle than a blessing. And poor Bernardo, his breasts actually started growing when he was 8. I just hope I don't take too much from my mother's side of the family. My father's sisters all still look quite young, but when menopause hit, my mom lost her looks rather quickly. Any good genes you get from your family, Jill? Good enough skin and hair, I guess. There's this thing about a shrimp allergy, but so far I haven't had problems with that. Oh, I see. Hey, you know what worries me the most about the whole Diana situation? How your nephews are turning out. If she leaves them with my mom, they'll turn out better than her, somehow. Actually, what worries me is that What if I end up like that too? How so? If I find a good man and I settle down, what if he turns out shitty? What if I have a sudden burst where I want to live my life and end up like that? What if I have kids and I end up neglecting them because of all that? If you ask me, the fact that you're even worried about it is indication enough that you'll be fine. You think? I'm pretty sure. You said before that she pretty much married the guy right after a couple of months, right? Yeah. No offense, but those are the kind of people who wouldn't even think about all that. Besides, if any guy ends up marrying you, it's because he passed your irrational standards. Hey! Am I lying? No, but there are things best kept as unspoken truths. I wonder if I'll ever find a good guy. You will. You'll know when the time comes. I sure hope so. For now, the time has come to get another drink. What can I get you? Get me something with ice, but alcoholic, please. Alright. Cold with alcohol. Nope. Piano. Piano Man. Ice and alcohol, yes. Oh, wait. Piano Man's always big. Forgot about that. Carmetrine on the rocks and mixed. Here you go. Thanks. I needed to cool down a bit. That's why I'm here. So you said you were feeling shitty the last couple of days. Why? Don't think too much about it. Oh, come on. You heard my problems. I want to help you too. Don't worry about it too much. Right. I almost forgot to tell you something. What is it? My boss is throwing a mega Christmas party this Sunday. You want to come? Sure. Something tells me this mega Christmas is gonna be a mess at my parents' home, so I'd rather avoid it. Are you guys getting chicken? I can get one. To be honest, I wouldn't know. You can bring it if you want. It won't go to waste. Gotcha. Say, Jill, what's your favorite part of the chicken? Favorite part? I guess I like the legs the most. See, this is where I disagree. The breast, it is always the breast of the chicken. Really? I like the breast better. Breast is a little too simple, don't you think? Legs have a better texture. Maybe, but simple is usually better. Breast is a lot easier to enjoy than legs, and a lot less messy. You silly girls. Boss? You're here talking about breasts and legs when everyone knows the best parts are the wings. Boss? What's that? Spicy chicken wings. Where did you get spicy chicken wings? From a spicy chicken. You know, Spicy Chicken, the shop that 2 blocks from here. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Why are you carrying a bucket of spicy chicken wings? Why aren't you carrying a bucket of spicy chicken wings? Well, because... I thought as much. Yo, Armitage. Alma. I know what I said. Will the chicken you're talking about be cooked already? You might need to heat it up, but it'd be cooked otherwise. Great, I expect you here on Sunday at 8 p.m. Thanks. Anyway, I'll be back to my office. She left the bucket. Want some? Don't mind if I do. Oh, mild spice. Nice! Weird. Maybe she got a mixed up order and that's why she left them there? She usually orders stronger stuff? I've found buckets that make my throat itch just from being near them. Oh. Say, Jill, what kind of guys do you like? That's a sudden question. I'm not too picky with guys, to be honest. I want them to be decent enough. Not jealous, not aggressive. Responsible enough to keep a job. That's no good. Don't you like them buff? What about tall? No tattoos or piercings, I guess. Never liked either. What about you? I like them well dressed. If they go out in iron shirts and well-coordinated clothes, they're sure to catch my eye. Some muscle is always fine too, but sharply dressed males catch my attention faster. And yet you're still single. That's how I like my men. My potential husband, on the other hand, is another matter completely. I see. So can you get me a drink here? The spicy wings turned out to be spicy. What do I get you? Anything, as long as it helps me with the spiciness in my mouth. Okay. Over the spiciness, so let's offset it with some sweetness. Yeah, it's... So, something sweet. Let's go something simple. Sugar Rush? And making it mixed. Here. Here. That helped. Thanks. Alright, so next question. What kind of girl do you like? You first. Sorry, I don't swing that way. Sure, I have no qualms about seeing a girl is cute or cool, but nope, I prefer men in my bed. Now you? Shit, just calm down. I guess I like girls with light-colored hair? Light-colored hair? Yeah, you know, like redheads and such. What about white, like your boss? You were just setting me up for that comment, weren't you? Sorry, it's just that when she got here with the bucket of wings, your eyes pretty much started sparkling. Your whole behavior transformed. You became giddy and cheerful all of a sudden. Hey, I can't blame you. She's pretty nice. I just felt like teasing you. So, light-colored hair. What about blondes? Do you like me? Yeah, I guess. Let's say I'm into girls too and I start hitting on you. Would you go along with it? Nice body, pretty face, and a good apartment? I would never let you go. Okay then, enough tangents. Why don't you tell me why you were feeling shitty the last few days? What? Oh, that. I told you not to think too much about it. And I told you I want to know. Come on, Jill. You've heard my problems so many times, now I want to help you. Come on, come here. I told you to sit here. Come here. What? What are you? Alright then. Oh, no, I'm the bartender and you're the client. Hardly. The bartending station only works with me. Ah, I see. Okay then, I move this here and click. Oh. Did you notice that symbol? Funny little secret about our good friend Alma, huh? Now, it works for you, for me, and that dog in the Hawaiian shirt. Why with him too? He's a dog in a fucking Hawaiian shirt. Right. How did you even manage to... Oh, yeah, hacker, right. Now we've changed roles. You've been feeling shitty. Mind telling me why? It's a long story. I don't even know where to start. Start from the beginning. Okay then. It's something that goes back to my college years. Plus, this is a really cool time when we finally get to have FaceTime with Jill herself. Plus, it also does stand to reason to note here, folks. Us as the player, we're nothing but we're basically the confirmation that we are nothing more than her, how we view the world is basically through her setup for being a bartender. Whoa, that's taking it way back. Back in compulsory education, I never made too much of an effort, but I managed to get high grades. Even in PE, I managed to do well enough to always get perfect grades. And then, of course, when I got into college, shit started getting hard. I had this perfectionist streak that wouldn't let me fail anything. Burning my eyelashes studying, I eventually managed to keep up good grades. After about half of the career, I met a student teacher. Her name was Lenore. She helped me a lot with my studies. She even got me into stuff that gave me more credits. I really liked her, and after some time, I found out she liked me too. Oh ho ho! We started going out, and I met all of her family, and even in... You want a drink? What? A drink. Around this time, there's usually a pause that makes you offer a drink to the client. There was no such pause. Please, I want to test this whole bartending interface. A sugar rush, then. You can't mess that up. All right. Jill asked for a sugar rush. Now, how did this thing work again? Alright. And... all the Karmatrine. Mixed. Here. Thanks. How is it? Like I said, you can't mess up a sugar rush. I have this gut feeling that with your body, you'd make a better bartender than me. You're selling yourself too short. You're cute, you know. People don't go into bars for cuteness, though. You've obviously never been to a cat bar, then. Besides, my boobs can be a handle when trying to move around this kind of stuff. So keep telling the story. Well, as the career went on, it got harder and harder. The last year and a half of it became nothing but study session after study session. Investigations, my thesis. When the graduation ceremony came, I had to make a speech, and suddenly, while reading said speech, I almost had a panic attack. Fear of public speaking? I realized I lost about a year and a half of my life. I tried to remember if I did anything fun at all, but all I could remember was studying for and investigating new topics. I didn't even enjoy doing all that, so I was just standing there, and the satisfaction of graduating was minimal. I realized I had only gone through the motions day after day, from high school to graduating. I felt like whole years of my life had slipped through my fingers. I never stopped to think if I enjoyed what I was doing. In fact, I never stopped. But at that point I stopped, and I realized I needed a breather or something. Did I even like that career? It was all terrifying as hell. I needed all of my strength to not start running like a panicked mess. So a couple of months later, I get an offer to start working at this big research facility. Lenore was ecstatic. She was so proud of me back then. But But I was just scared. That'd be my job. I'd spend my life expanding on what I did during that year and a half. What if I had a sudden realization like the one I had at graduation, but when I turned 40? I didn't know what to do, but I sure as hell wasn't taking that offer. I told Lenore and she freaked out. She confessed that she was jealous because she never got such a chance. Things devolved pretty quickly. She said one too many things, I said one too many things. In the end, I just stormed out of their house and I broke a vase in the process. After that, I never spoke to her again. Damn. I'm sorry, I suddenly feel bad for pushing you up to tell me all that. Why are you feeling shitty about that after all this time, though? Unless you've been feeling shitty for years. I have, but it's not just because of that. Eh? The other day, Lenore's sister, Gabrielle, came to the bar. Apparently, Lenore died last week. Localized nanomachine rejection. A heart attack. Apparently she'd had it for a long time, but never told anyone. And coincidentally, it got worse after I left. I just can't stop thinking about it, wondering if me being there would have made a difference. And if it was true that she had that for a long time, why didn't she tell me she was sick when we got together? I don't know, I just feel like all kinds of failure. Jill. And to make it worse, I also lashed out at Gabby. Yes, she was blaming me for her sister's death and all, but she's just a kid, for fuck's sake. She lost her sister and pretty much raised her on her own. And to top it all off, I suddenly can't remember what stopped me from apologizing. Pride? Fear? A stupid effort to leave the most awesome person I loved as a thing of the past? Who cares? I lost my chance to apologize to her forever. Truly, forever. I'm such a piece of shit. A selfish piece of shit. I honestly don't know what to say. I didn't expect the story to be this. Yo, boob tender. Yes? Can you get me a big beer here? Coming right up? A big beer, big beer. What makes a beer big in this thing? Jill having fun with it. Sign that she is starting to heal just a little bit. Plus, I like to imagine that Jill is currently leaned over the machine, just pointing things to her. Big beer for Jill? Thanks. I need to remember to take care of the cans in my apartment. Do you drink lots of beer? One of the perks of being the BTC-issued liver implant is I can drink lots of beer without getting too wasted. Ooh. Hey Jill, what kind of girl was Lenore? Well, she was calm and smart. Back in college, I was too thick-headed and got riled up easily. Stressed was my default state. So, just like you're behaving right now. Shut up. I was worse. Can't picture that. Don't. It's embarrassing. Anyway, she was always there, finding a way to cool me down. She was also able to hold conversations about pretty much any topic. One time, I saw her go from talking about video games to talking about sports. All of that variety while still being a hardcore scientist. She would always push me into social interactions. If she saw me by myself, she would drag me with her. Watching people is fine, but talking with them is better, she would say. Lenore would always present me to her many acquaintances as the girl I don't mind cuddling with for hours. Man, I'm gonna miss her. After a point, I didn't even think about getting back into a relationship with her, but she was such an awesome person, I just wanted to apologize. And now, You know, in a cruel twist of irony, she's the one that made me pick up bartending. Oh? Back when I was thinking what the hell to do with my life, I remembered a night we spent in a club. She starts talking about how the drinks were synthesized, the chemistry involved, the reactions, and all that. Everything sounded so fascinating. I remember saying to her that her talk made me want to start mixing drinks. She said, if everything else fails, why not take up bartending? Huh, interesting. Are you okay? For some value of okay, yeah. It's just... I wanted to thank you, Alma. Thank me? I guess I just needed someone to tell all this to, and you were the one. You volunteered yourself. You insisted on listening to me. You stood there listening to the whole thing from beginning to end. I know I might not be the most expressive person, but I'm not the one to spout. I'm not one to spout love and fluffiness, but I really like you. Maybe I'm just a bartender and you're just a client, but I really appreciate your friendship, or at the very least your patronage. I really enjoy working for you. Jill, are you dying? Shut up. I'm trying to have a heart-to-heart here. Sorry, it's weird for you to get so sappy. Well, I just realized that the saddest thing is how I'll never be able to make amends. And it hurts like fucking hell, you know? I never, and I mean never, want to feel that way ever again. I don't want someone to suddenly exit my life and have my last memory of them involve something nasty. I don't want lingering grief of having burned a bridge on a whim. I want to avoid that at any cost, and if it means breaking character every once in a while, so be it. I'll let everyone know how I really feel about them. And if I ever fight with them, I'll swallow my pride, muster all the courage I can, and be the one to apologize. I hate feeling like this. Hate it. Hate it! That's a nice resolution. Maybe I'll be a copycat and do the same. Alright, enough sappiness. Get back here. I'm on duty, you know. Fine. It's almost closing time anyway. It was fun while it lasted, though. Hey. Yeah. I mean it, you know. Thanks for everything today. Silly Jill. You listen to my problems, and I listen to yours. That's what friends are for, yeah? Right. I'll be leaving now. Oh, before I forget. Did you ever talk about all this with your parents? They know the basics, but I haven't told them about Lenore's death yet. Why don't you do that sometime? I don't know. I don't want to bother them with my problems. Don't be silly. They're your parents. They live to share your problems. You should try having a talk like this with them sometimes. They'll appreciate it. Anyway, I'm out. See you on Sunday. Take care. That Alma girl sure is nice. Ah, boss, did you hear all that? Not all of it, but a good chunk at the very least. Your expression changed a lot already. It did? You look happier. That's always good. Anyways, let's call it a day. I expect an even brighter Jill tomorrow. Right. Oh, yeah, boss, about those chicken wings. Fucking idiots at the spicy chicken. Sorry, Dana, we don't have enough spices for your order until tomorrow, they said. Is that how they treat their regulars? Call the manager. Boss? Cheris Titty Hacker. She's a good friend. Alright. So we ended up bringing home 1,500. 200 short. Your account lacks sufficient funds to pay your electricity bill. Reconnections endeavors will start on January 15th. Just pay the bill later. Even if I did, those fuckers are on vacation anyway. Ouch. Oh boy. Yep, I fucked up. So the power's out. Well, that sucks. Well, we'll have to see how it goes. And we'll see how everything plays out next time. So, thank you all for joining me. I have been the Ephemeral One, and this has been more of... this has been more of Valhalla. Thank you all, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now, folks. Bye for now.